I mean, like, that's the other thing. You could just choose to like talk about comedy or talk about like
he's in over his head.
Right.
That
so
was
and that's the
Seder
bottom
on
line. He's in over his head.
MSNBC
He doesn't realize it. He's making too much money for them to tell him. And
main
that's,
show
and
will
that's the
start
bottom line. I
in
mean,
about 20
today he tweeted out, sort of gloriously,
set up the
this
screen.
AP story about ivermectin and a study from Japan.
I put in the
20 minutes
pre-work
later, the AP corrected its
and
headline,
live stream
and you
right
never
here,
heard from him again about
so I
it.
can
And so,
edit it and
this is a problem. And he
together
doesn't want to take
without much
responsibility for it, and
time.
Spotify doesn't want to take responsibility for it, but someone's to blame.
I mean,
okay, here we go.
Zach nailed it.
Okay, I gotta agree with the guy with the beard.
You can see the
I think at the root of this, and you guys touched on it, it's not just that he doesn't want to take responsibility. Just as people didn't want to wear masks,
zoom in on her
the same people who
face.
didn't want to wear masks, who think that the government
She's reading a
is forcing them to
teleprompter.
take this, to take the vaccine, who think they're being censored for speaking out.
Vigeland
At the root of
follows
this
her.
is privilege. And not being willing,
You
not
can watch
willing,
Vigeland
just to be
reading.
very
She's like
explicit
a
here. White
Jardula.
privilege, white male privilege in
Jardula
this
mouths.
situation. In
She
which
doesn't mouth
they
any
don't
words,
want
but
to be told what to do, and it's
I
an
feel
entitlement.
that she helps me.
Everybody else has to be part of the community. Everybody else
See her
needs
eyes
to
right there. She's
try
reading.
to follow the laws. But the same people don't want to pay taxes. The same people who including
what
Joe
they're
Rogan,
looking
who moved
at.
to Austin because he doesn't want to pay taxes. There is an
Can't do the
entitlement
aspect ratio
and
that
an
good.
unwillingness to be told what to
I mean,
do.
right there, that teleprompter, the white one is.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the case. But I mean, I don't care what he does when he's sitting around, talking to his friends. It's like
Jimmy
but
Jean's
the
nowhere
bottom
to be
line
found.
is that
he didn't say anything about taking off a couple weeks.
There's no censoring here. It's just a question of like, if you're going to be making all of that money, and if the company's going to be making all of that money off of you,
passed with his dad.
You got to be held
Lee
to account for putting out this type of garbage. And Hayes was right. Like, he doesn't have to
of course.
wade into COVID if he doesn't want to.
Yeah, well, if he wants to deflect,
the teleprompter, it's the same one too. It's like a military contract.
If he wants it to roll off his back like water on a duck, then talk about DMT again and talk about MMA. That's what I said yesterday on the show. Like, he does not have to be a peddling COVID misinformation.
Rogan. I attacked them all.
What has caused some of this explosive growth in his show?
There's no media anywhere.
So let's be real here.
She's
this is not somebody who's just passively receiving guests from his producers. This is somebody making an active choice not just because this interests him, but because this makes him money. And there is an audience that feels like, I am accessing this special information. I don't want to go along with what the dominant narratives about COVID are. It's kind of boring to me. It doesn't feed into my narcissism. And that's what Rogan does. He makes you feel, young white male who's probably watching this, you're a special little snowflake. You have this secret knowledge about COVID, and you have a way that you're going to be able to beat it that the rest of society doesn't. Don't be.
And you don't have to read the newspaper to get there.
And listen to me, actually.
I'm not a sheeple.
Listen to me, actually. Right. This is Rogan. I'm not a news guy, but listen to me. So you feel like you're a special person in this world.
You're all scripted. They're all.
Honestly, there's a sadness to it because there's so much insecurity and atomization out there. But that's honestly what makes it grosser.
Rogan has no talent.
And the other part is like,
started getting
listen,
big roles.
You don't have to do the work. I've brought in the doctors. We've done the research for you. You don't have to open up a book. You don't.
Why is her head bobbing? No one bobs their head like that.
Just listen to my podcast. We brought on a doctor to prove my theory.
She's swaying. She was even swaying right there.
Yeah.
The free
Nomiki
speech context
Konst
to this is what really frustrates me, because the subtext of this Joe Rogan stuff and all the people that rushed his defense is that the woke libs are coming and they won't let us get the information out. Meanwhile, this is in the context of an actual countrywide policy assault toward ideological conformity in the name of fighting wokeness and the anti-CRT thing. They contribute to that. All those people contribute to that.
Sam Seder's the same thing as Joe Rogan.
That's
just
really
Rogan had
the point. The idea
more charisma. Rogan had better timing.
The idea that you cannot hold Joe Rogan to standards because of, other outlets don't properly hold their people to standards. It's just BS.
Well, they'll come to you, right? You were on MSNBC. I would like saying this, and I'm sure that's like going to be used to impugn whatever you have to say there, as if
the crossover
Spotify
to this
contract.
video
And it's probably
part,
similar, like what you were paid to go on Chris Hayes' show last night, right?
I don't want to brag. But there were some zeros.
She ad-libbed that.
Behind. I mean,
she has a trick. I figured it out. So her body is angled towards Seder.
Involved in that.
While her eyes
but the idea
tilt
is, I mean, I
toward
think that's
the
a
white
very small,
teleprompter.
group of people. The bottom line is
Jamal Thomas likes to grimace. He does a lot of
incredibly irresponsible
angle
and
work like
this
that.
guy is,
Cedar's just outright reading right there.
It really is more.
That caught my eye.
It really is more of a story.
You crop out their eyes, you get a closer look.
Thing is that
They could have even done them cropped
video
out more like the foreheads and the noses.
Doesn't do any research.
That worked out really well.
How do you know what guests like?
About 3 minutes to go. This will be the last run through for that.
Flex that
I'll probably play some more of it for a third part, but
that these like bros do. They like.
I'll sing some kind of Bob Marley or something.
This is a specific. I think.
So Nomiki Konst, I feel that
this is why
the
I think
white
Rogan
tablet
is different
teleprompter
from
is
those other
reflecting off her glasses.
Is that he perceives himself. He is more
Seder is fairly obvious
sort of like
when he's reading.
A certain group of comedians.
There's Vigeland staring at it a little bit.
Feel like there is some type
but
of
if you miss that Vigeland
because just simply by being a comedian. Never mind.
See right there,
he's not doing a comedy show. There was no, he's not any more
it's
than.
Hard to see.
He may be funnier than.
I watched this on a very tiny screen.
We're not doing a comedy show. He's not doing.
I wish I could go full screen for my live stream there.
Or maybe there's times where his attitude is funny, or he says a funny thing, or he swears in a funny way. But this is not comedy when you're interviewing an epidemiologist. Even if you make something, even as a joke. You do not get some license because you're a comedian to go out
I think Vigeland was just
and provide this information and
There's
have
like 3
no
people
responsibility for it because it's under
so
the
how do we all get on the same page?
I'm sorry.
I know it takes a lot of editing work.
He wants it both ways, and he doesn't even believe it.
Vigeland.
What I don't get is, okay, so I'm curious to see how many people have actually dropped off of his show since he's been going harder on this. Because he did take an active decision on this early. Before I even believe in, I mean, it's hard to kind of, but I remember I listened to that stupid Elon Musk interview because everyone said you have to listen to it. People on the left are like, you have to listen to it, you have to listen to it. This was like 2 years ago. And that was, I think, the first time I heard him question the validity of COVID-19 with Elon Musk. Now,
for how to hide
audience because of Elon Musk, and he had a large audience at that point. But he made a conscious decision at that point.
How can they script out complete dialogues that go on for an hour, 2 hours at a time?
When it was probably only, I'm just spitballing here, like 15.
Infomercial vibe.
Pretty big, but like maybe it was 7%. So
she's
how
reading.
much of his audience has been lost since he's made this move? Which might
none.
He doesn't need to build the audience.
She did the glide over.
I'm actually.
That's pure typewriter movement.
Other people need to
build right there. She's doing it. She skipped like to a new paragraph.
Train of thought. The Jimmy Dores and the other, dumb left. I don't think Joe Rogan needs to do that.
What about the Nomiki Konst, like outed years ago?
Because it's still it's a significant group of people. But
she was looking down, but I wasn't paying attention.
His audience is bigger.
I understand his audience.
There's only 20 more seconds to go.
Because of this very
but I'll keep the film rolling. I like this setup.
I think he's
Look for Vigeland doing some type of shady
side because of a particular issue.
Right there.
I think it's about
that was
him.
Pure. All right, that's where the film cuts out, and that's it. Thank you. I'll keep the thing. I'll rotate the thing and keep it going. And then that means all I gotta do is come up with a quick tune. I'm doing Kaya by Bob Marley. Listened to it once. I listened to it a lot before, a long time ago. It's clearly one of the better. The early days. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just saying apologies in advance. I screwed up. Doesn't look so easy. Okay. Thank you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tried to mimic me doing that. He went 5. He did that. I barely ever listen to what they're saying, and the few times I do, I always end up hearing them mimic me. They're like a psychological. Alright, enough about that. Here we go. Bob Marley. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, start. Wake up and turn on loose, for the rain is falling. Got to have Kaya now. Got to have Kaya now. Got to have Kaya now. For the rain is falling. I feel so high, I even touch the sky, above the falling rain. I feel so good in my neighborhood. Here I come again. I've got to have Kaya now. Got to have Kaya now. I've got to have Kaya now. For the rain is falling. Oh, yeah. I feel so high, I even touch the sky, above the falling rain. Yeah, I feel so good in my neighborhood. So here I come again. I've got to have Kaya now. I've got to have Kaya now. I've got to have Kaya now. For the rain is falling. Get up and turn, I lose. Wake up and turn, I lose. Wake up and turn, I lose. For the rain is falling. Whoa, Kaya man, Kaya man. Got to have Kaya now. For the rain is falling.